Let's bring in Robin Cross from StoneX. He's a lumber guy. Why don't we bring up lumber while we're talking about it, because I think that'd probably be a good idea. Robin, let's take a look at this real quick. I've got the lumber board coming up when we get there, but why don't you kick off and tell us what you think? It looks like we're a little bit better today.
Sure, we are. And you know what? Just to confirm what you just said earlier while I was on hold, is that was one of the first lessons I learned way back in the 90s was don't sell a sleeping market,
right.
Because it always has a tendency to go up. And you are definitely seeing that this morning in lumber. So just before I got in the air, we were limit up across the board. Literally in January lumber, which limit up price was $10.52.40. We got there in 17 trades. So it's total ghost town here. All the moves that you've been seeing this past 2-3 weeks have literally been end of the year position evening. Everybody does trades kind of unnaturally just to clear up their tax burden, and that's precisely what you're seeing. So we had a massive rally in lumber from November 15th to just a couple days ago. We literally doubled the price of lumber, right? We rallied down from a 531 low all the way up to 1130. So we had a 605-point gain, massive rally, doubled the price. And then what happens, right? We were sitting at a big basis, right? We were 270 over. And just to put that in perspective, the history of basis trading in lumber, I literally made my career, which you could confirm, being 20 over, 20 under, and it was great trades. But now to sit here and say, hey, you have $277 to sell a basis, all you have to literally do, buy the cash, sell the board, and fund it. That's the guys' biggest problem they have, because lumber is so volatile, they have to constantly make the margin calls. But if you would have did just that, you would have netted out in just 2 weeks' time. I take that back. In 7 days' time, $31,000 profit per car. And all you had to do is be patient. I looked back at 38 years of lumber, 213 expirations, and I only found 2 times that it failed to converge. Those are odds I would never go against. And you know what happens time after time? Guys get tricked out by it. The July lumber had $250 premium. September had about 230. November had 200 plus. And what happened with all 3 of those previous contracts? They all converged. So to me, from a broker standpoint, it almost seems like a layup, right? But right now, what you're definitely seeing is holiday trade. We're going to see this go up and down for the next several days like this, because Canada also has Boxing Day on Monday, and as you know, lumber is primarily made up of Canadian traders. Mm-hmm. So it's really a 4-day weekend in here. So I think the stuff you're seeing is guys just don't want to risk it over the weekend and really cleaning it up. As far as, I don't know if you caught the program last week, I was telling guys, you got to be patient. Lumber, with the inflation out there, it just can't stomach this kind of high prices. The NAHB said at $1,100-1,200, we're taking 6.1 million people out of the market, and I firmly believe that. And if you throw this inflation on there and the fact that they can't get key components to building homes and businesses, that is going to prevent anybody from really getting sucked in beyond short covering at these high prices. So I still say be patient, shop around, and you never know. Maybe right after Christmas we'll get some deals, because we'll be right in the middle of winter, and we know that tends to be a struggle for lumber.
Yeah, well, that was that's awesome stuff. That's great content, Robert. We really appreciate you being on the show. Want to wish you a Merry Christmas. That information is going to be very good, and obviously with the volatility you're talking about, we're going to be on and have you on a lot more. So really appreciate it. Thank you very much. We're going to go away, pay some bills, come back and talk livestock after these messages.